Should be a good one.
Alright guys, welcome to the Golf Club 2019, and we're going to do something a little special here. We're going to be playing a skins match with Rocksteady. I am recording the audio afterwards just because I wasn't able to get it at the time. And we're playing two 18-hole rounds. One at Tpc Boston, and I believe the next one is at Tpc Summerlin.
Let's put it in the right direction.
Skins and playing with the actual person, you know, while they're playing, not like the society, is something I haven't done yet in the golf club. Rocksteady recommended it. It's a good idea, and it's actually really fun. I do hate it when it's just the ball, you know, and you see it go and hit. And,
we're about 17 feet out here.
it's I feel like they could put the actual person there, since that, you know, it's. I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to figure out how to do that, but hey, who knows?
Okay, this putt to win the hole.
So, Rocksteady has a very makeable birdie putt to win the first skin on the first hole. And he does.
Today our leader has one skin on the board.
So Tpc Boston is one I'm sort of familiar with, not as much as Sawgrass and what's the other one? The one in the desert. I can't, for some reason the name's drawing a blank. But Summerlin, I think I've only played in the career mode.
Okay.
So I'm not really familiar with that one too much. Boston, a little bit from the older PGA games, and of course playing this game. So I don't know the course too well. But the TPC courses are an easier course, I feel like. And par 5, this one, not short, but it's pretty average length. You can see both of us probably going to be going for the green. Rocksteady a little short and to the left. We are a little closer, not much. About 5 yards. I'm going to go ahead putting loft on it, trying to get it to stop because I know it's going to go too far. And it does. We get lucky enough and doesn't roll into the water. And the skins, by the way, it's 2, I guess, coins, dollars, I don't know what it is, 2 a hole. I think Rocksteady set that part up. I hit a horrible shot right there. I tried to get it slow and it ended up very slow, so. I think Rocksteady set that one up. I'm not sure because he set up the skins match, or it might just be default. I obviously hit a absolutely horrendous flop shot there. Rocksteady hitting a pretty good chip, so he'll most likely be getting the birdie. Me, I gotta struggle for that, however. It's got I'm playing for a decent amount of break, and it had even more. So we miss our birdie, unfortunately. So it's par for us. Rocksteady for another skin win. And he gets it. Leaving himself some nice putts. We unfortunately can't seem to get our approach shots on the first 2 holes at least.
New skin up for grabs on this hole. Let's get down there.
See the third hole, a 209-yard par 3, a longish par 3, at least to me anyway. Not used to the ones over about 160. Rocksteady going with a 5-iron. My guess is using loft. Otherwise it'd be way too far.
Okay,
yeah, probably use a little bit of loft there. And what we're going to try to do, I think I remember, I'm going to try to play a nope. Okay, never mind. It's not this hole I'm thinking of. We go with the 5 hybrid, which is a bad idea, obviously, going way too far. I honestly don't know what I was thinking right there. Seeing Rocksteady hit a 5 iron, knowing we hit the same length, I go with the 5 hybrid, which was much too far.
Okay, this putt to win the hole.
But we get a good flop shot out of it. Rocksteady again in position to win the third skin in a row. But it's a pretty difficult putt, 35 feet uphill. And it breaks. He misses though. Ooh.
I'm glad it's him and not
Goes a
me out
pretty
there. This is
long way
kind of a long
past it.
putt
It's
to
going to
deal
be
with.
his turn again. This one seemingly to save the skin.
Okay, this
And
next
misses
putt
it
is
coming
for
back as
his
well. So we,
bogey.
for the first time, we have one to win.
And this putt to win the hole. Nicely done, and that'll get you the skin.
And
After that
so
one, our leader
we
is on the board with 2 skins.
finally get a skin.
All right, and fresh
I mean,
new
finally, it
skin
is just the
up for
third hole,
grabs on
but
this hole.
you know, you lose 2 in
get
a
this
row. Doesn't feel too great. Now, in skins, of course, if you tie holes, then the person who wins the next hole gets
That's
the
looking
skins
nice
for
off
those
the tee.
holes. So
He's
if you're
ready to
tying, you know,
tee
4 or
off.
5
Let's see
holes
what
in
he
a row,
has.
you're down by 1, and then you lose, you're down by now 6. So that's kind of how that would work. Both of us in the fairway setting up for a really, which should be an easy approach shot, but it is over a massive bunker. 60 yards. Rocksteady is using a lob wedge pitch. My guess would be putting a little bit of loft on it, not too much, to get it to stop. Playing a pretty good shot, about 8 feet I'd say to the hole. We're probably going to do the same thing, lob wedge, a little bit of loft. Hit it pretty
Okay,
well,
11-footer here.
although we
This is
put too
definitely
much
makeable.
loft on it and it sat immediately.
Ooh. All right, this putt to win the hole.
And we miss our birdie putt. So unfortunately, for us anyway, Rocksteady has another putt to win a skin, and he gets it.
3 skins on the board.
Just
for our
couldn't get the
leader.
break right on these as of yet.
Okay, and we have a new
Off to
skin
the
up
5th
for grabs
hole.
on this hole. Let's get down there and see what
466 yard
happens.
par 4, so a pretty long one in terms of a par 4. It's going to be tough to make a birdie on this one.
Keep an eye on that wind. Could come into play on this hole.
And in this one we pull it left,
Ugh.
and it is enough
And
to
from
go
here,
in the
he's setting
bunker,
up with around
unfortunately, so
70 yards to the pin.
we will have a long bunker shot to the hole. As you can see, Rocksteady is about 168 out. We'll be around 165, 167, something like that. And out of a fairway bunker is not an ideal length to be out. Rocksteady hitting a pretty good shot around, I'm going to say probably 18 feet away. And we're going to need probably about our 7 iron. Yeah, we're using the 7 iron, put a little bit of loft on it. Hit it pretty well, pulled it, but it needed it, obviously. It still went to
Not
the right. Unfortunately,
amazing,
wasn't enough
but
club,
you're
so
out
it
of the
didn't
bunker,
need the
so
loft.
That's a good thing.
But I think I put the loft on there more to try and get it out of the bunker more successfully instead of maybe hitting a lip. I wasn't sure if I was going to hit it or not. So both of us with long birdie putts.
Okay, this putt to win the
We
hole.
miss ours, but give ourselves a decent length. Back Rocksteady again with another opportunity to win a skin. He is already up by 2. This puts him up
4
by
skins
3.
on the board for our leader after that one.
Making some pretty good
All right,
putts.
and fresh new skin is up for grabs on this hole. Let's
And
get
we're
this
not
going.
we're not making them, but we're not putting ourselves in good enough position to make them. So can't really blame the putting.
Okay, let's get
Rocksteady
her.
making probably the only mistake he's made in the first 6 holes. putting it into the right rough, and he's going to be on a slope as well. I believe we put ours in the fairway. Yes, just to the left of Rocksteady and a tad bit closer. So Rocksteady from the heavy rough, it's going to have to use a club higher than the 8-iron if he wants to make it onto the green. Let's see, opting to choose a 7-iron. Remember, it is heavy rough, and he does come up short,
150 yards,
but not much you can do from there. He could have went 6-iron. I think that one still would have been a little short. He would have had to go 5-iron, and his percentage wouldn't have been very well, so opted to play for the safe shot. We are able to go for the green. Unfortunately, push it to the right and leave ourselves another long birdie putt. Rocksteady flopping his and hitting a fantastic shot about 2-3 feet from the hole. This only the second time, maybe third time we had a chance to, or have a chance to win a skin. But unfortunately, it is a 25-foot uphill putt, and we miss it.
Let's drop this and get your par.
So that'll be 2 halves.
All right, nice putt. Let's see
or
what
should
your
be anyway.
does. He's got a 3-footer here.
Yeah, 2 halves for that hole. Go to
so
the 9th.
Carrying things over 2 skins up for grabs on the next
No,
hole.
oh, I don't know. I don't know where I'm at. Going to the 7th hole. Par 5, 600 yards. Now the par 5s are pretty long in this one. Or this at Tpc Boston. I think we had to on 2 of them. You have to use driver just to get there.
All right, let's.
And I'm not even sure. I think this one you can't even get there with driver. And we both hit it into the fairway. Rocksteady hitting it about, I don't know, 5-6 yards further than me. Of course, we have 309 yards to the green. Uphill, 21 feet, wind in our face. Take driver, even though we still cannot get to it. Try to get as close as we can. And that's as close as we can get. Rocksteady doing the same thing, is my guess. Yeah, gets his driver out. And yeah, he is, I believe, 6 yards closer. And unfortunately, with that drive, goes into the heavy rough. But it's our shot first. We have a 45-yard flop shot, I think. Yeah, we just take the flop. Hit it a little slow like we wanted. Unfortunately, it's a little bit to the right, but it is the shot we wanted to hit. So, only 7 feet away. Rocksteady flopping a pitching wedge, maybe? Yes.
This next
Hits his, not a bad shot, just a little further away. He'll have a 12-foot putt. Both of us going for birdie. And Rocksteady just missing on the right side, so we have a chance to get 2 skins.
Yeah, come back.
And we miss on the left.
2-footer.
Just can't make the putt. So it'll be another halve, and that's 2 halves we've had in a row. So the person who, if someone wins this 9th hole, they get 3 skins.
Two-way tie after that hole.
Or 8th hole, sorry. What am I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at Rocksteady's skins and thinking we're on the 8th hole, so sorry about that. And we come on to another long par 3, 214 yards. Wind in your face. See, Rocksteady using a 5 hybrid. Hitting a decent shot. Unfortunately, getting a lot of roll just off the green onto the fringe.
Let's let her rip.
Now, I believe we'll probably take a 5-iron or just put a lot of... Yeah, we're going to put a lot of loft on this 5 hybrid. Yeah, almost as much as you can. Hit it very well, just slightly pulled to the left. And probably about a 16, 17 foot putt for birdie. Rocksteady chipping from just off the green, stops it very close to the hole. We got lucky he didn't chip in. Now we have another one to get 3 skins and tie it up. Now again, our putting
Nicely
has
done,
not
and
been
that's
on
gonna get
point
you,
as of yet,
fair
but we
hobby change.
finally make one and
All right,
tie it
hopefully
up.
next hole someone will
Four
pull
and
ahead and then take sole ownership over
four
the
and
lead.
four on hole number
I'd like to see
8.
that at least. Okay, and we have a new skin up for grabs on this hole. Let's get down there.
Now the
see what
par 4,
happens.
473 yards. So again, a long one for par 4. It is dog leg, wind on our face. We pull it and hit it
Ugh.
fast.
All right, let's see what
Get
he does
lucky into the
on
light rough.
this
Not
one.
too lucky though. We don't get into the fairway, but at least it's not in the heavy stuff. We can still go for the green with a pretty decent shot. Rocksteady getting his in the fairway, so he'll have a little bit of a longer shot
65 yards out.
because it's to the right, but he is in the fairway, so pretty much have the same shot. Ours will be a little harder to hit just because we're in the rough. And Rocksteady almost just draining it right from there. Hits it right next to the hole. Unfortunately, it's going to have a hop, so he's around 20 feet for a birdie. Grab our 9-iron out and try and do a little something. Unfortunately, come up short. And we're going to have a putt or a chip onto the green. Now we're going to opt to chip it.
Okay, this putt to win the
And
hole.
not a great chip. Not a great chip at all. Rocksteady having the opportunity to win the first 9, or win, but be in the lead after the first 9 holes. Ooh, just missing. We do still
this
have
one
a
is
testy
par.
putt for the tie, though.
Okay, nicely done. Let's see what your friend has here. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here.
And luckily, we do make that putt and tie it
And
up.
after that
So
hole,
after
two-way
the
tie is just
first
gonna-
9, we end up
it's gonna
with
win
an
the
even
hole.
8 and
As
8
we tee off
skins,
here, we
winning
got
4
2
holes
skins on the
each.
line this hole.
Going to the 10th hole, tying 1. So if someone wins this, they win 2. It's par 4. Another, probably mid par 4, 425 yards.
That ball was launched. And let's
Was we in the
see how
fairway,
this
so we're
tee
gonna have a
shot
wedge into
fares
the
for
green,
him.
an easy shot, or it should be. Our approaches haven't been great though. We've been either off the green or over 12 feet. So Rocksteady hitting his in the fairway as well. He's
Okay,
been
so we
faring a
have
little
about
better with his approach shots.
115
So
yards thereabouts to the pin.
let's see, we got the gap wedge. Gonna put some loft on this one, and we aim it to the right because of our lie. Unfortunately, again, we put too much loft on it, but the lie never went left. Our ball never went left because of the lie. So that's one instance where the what should have happened didn't. So Rocksteady using the gap wedge just like us, putting loft on it probably. And him putting not enough loft, and we put too much, so. He was a little closer though, so what we put on, he probably should have. And we hit
And this putt to
a
win the
decent
hole.
chip, you know. If we don't make it, it doesn't matter, because Rocksteady has a 11-foot putt for 2 skins.
And 6 skins in the pocket of our leader after that one.
And he gets them. So he's ahead now.
All right, and fresh
By 2.
new skin is up for grabs on this hole. Let's get this going.
Now we're going to the 11th. This one a long par 3, 231 yards. Both of us, I believe, having to use our 5 hybrid to get to the green, or get to the hole, I should say. Rocksteady aiming a little bit left or pulled it.
Okay,
We're not
here we
sure
go.
which. Maybe hit it a little fast as well. See, we're going to aim to the left and play a little bit of a fade to try and just ease it into the green because we don't want to go over the bunker and end up in it. And we actually hit a very good shot. Unfortunately, there's a slope right there that brought us off of the green that we did not know about. So, hitting a fantastic shot. Unfortunately, having it end up as an average shot. So, chip it up there to a decent length, 3 or 4 feet. Rocksteady again, it's gonna have to chip it as well, so.
4 feet to the hole.
And
You
again,
can do
rock
this.
steady to about 2 or 3 feet. So it's probably going to be a tie
That'll
right
work
here.
for par.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 ties. So again, we're going to be going to the 12th hole with 2 skins on the line.
And as you probably could tell, we're carrying things over to the next hole. More skins on the line.
Par 4, 511 yards. So we have a long par 4. See if Rocksteady can hit this fairway. If he does, he's got an advantage on us. Because we haven't been hitting our approaches very well. And goes into a little hole.
Guys, send this ball away.
Little hole in the ground. Comes back out of it to the right. Now we see that there is that there.
Nice
We don't want to
looking
go in
shot.
it, so we're going to aim a little bit left. And swing to the left to try and
Okay,
get
let's see what he does here. He's
over
got
there,
around
and we do.
215 yards to the
So a tad bit closer. And a little better angle on the hole as well. Rocksteady has the bunkers to the right he may need to worry about. We shouldn't have that in our way quite as much, but they still will be there. I should say, most of the shots I'm actually trying to hit a little bit fast, which is why I'm aiming stuff maybe not as far to the left as I should be. This one we hit a 5-iron, because we know it's going to roll.
And you're on the dance
And hit a
floor. That is
fantastic
good.
shot.
Good.
Probably around 8 feet for a birdie. Yeah, 7 feet for a birdie. Rocksteady having to probably flop it. Yeah, flop it from the heavy rough and try and get as close as he can. And he hits a fantastic
putt.
flop. A little more to
To
the
win the
right,
hole.
he would have made it. And we have this for 2 skins
Ooh, tough break.
and can tie it up.
He's
Unfortunately,
got about a 3-footer here.
we push it to the right and miss. So that is going to be a tie, and we'll be moving
Just
on to the
drop this putt
13th
to carry the
hole
hole.
with 3
Well done to
skins
stay
on the
alive
line.
and
Now,
carry things over
if
again.
Rocksteady wins
And
this,
after that one, no skins
he will
have
win the
changed
skins
hands.
match
Just
basically,
a
but it
2-way
goes
tie
the hole
after that
18.
one.
But he'll basically win the skins match. If
Alright, 3
we
skins
win
on the
it, we
line on
have a
this hole.
chance
Let's do this.
to win, because we'll be 1 ahead. So basically, whoever wins, or if Rocksteady wins, we can't come back. And about an average length par 4 for number 14,
Let's give this
448
ball a
yards.
smash.
Rocksteady in the fairway, like he has done so many times this round. I think he's only missed 1. We've missed, I think. Well, actually, no. This one it will be our second one. So up to this point, we'd only missed 1. So it's 2 fairways down, or two holes down. We didn't make the fairway. Now we're in the heavy rough, so we're gonna have to go extra clubs. We're going with the 6-iron, putting some loft on it, hopefully getting it to stop. And hit a very good shot from where we were. Unfortunately, it doesn't
Okay,
stop
he's got
soon enough.
135
Hits a
yards to
downhill
the
slope
pin or somewhere
and just
thereabouts.
rolls off the green. Rocksteady having a pitching wedge into the hole, so a pretty easy shot for him. And if he gets it close, could possibly win this. And he gets unfortunate enough to hit that same slope. He doesn't go off the green, however, but he does have a hard putt. Now we're going to need to get it close, and we opt to putt this one because we're right there at the edge. Maybe be a little easier to putt it than chip it.
And to him, I
And
say
a
good luck, 'cause
decent
this is an
putt, however,
insanely
just
long
still
putt for
a
the fella to make.
good 3 or 4 feet away. Rocksteady 31 feet out, having to hit it very hard to get it up that hill.
5-footer here, nothing too bad.
Rocksteady almost shutting us out right there. Almost.
And nicely done. Let's see what your opponent
But that'll
does
be
here.
another tie, and we'll move on to the
Alright, let's
14th
check the
hole.
scorecard here.
Now with 4 skins on the line.
And next
Again,
hole, 4
Rocksteady
skins
wins
on
it.
the line.
He
Look
will win the skins. And another par 4. This one pretty long at 495 yards. But it is a little bit downhill, so that can help us out there. Rocksteady hitting his
Let's
into
put
the
this
light
ball
rough,
down
which
to
is
the
not bad.
fairway.
I would take light rough over heavy any day. And honestly, the light rough is almost as good as the fairway. We're going to aim a little
Liking
more
that one.
left. Hit it slow, so it should work out. You know, we
It's
are in the
rough
fairway.
now. Let's see how this goes.
Rocksteady being 205 yards out in the light rough will need to hit a high club. Going back to the 5 iron, it's 16 feet downhill, so probably a good choice. Let's see, hitting a, well, it's a good
Okay,
shot from where he
folks,
was. He would probably
190
think of it as an
yards
average
to
shot
go
because he's
here.
so far away and basically just in the middle of the green. 13 feet downhill, wind helping. We're going to go down to the 6 iron and try to play a little bit of a fade again. Try and get it as close as we can because, again, we need to win. Now, we hit a good shot, but we did hit too much of a fade. End up rolling off the green, kind of taking out any chance to just win the hole easily. Having to chip it up
Okay, this
there.
putt to win
Hit
the
an
hole.
okay chip, not great. Rocksteady can win this. It's a hard putt, 36 feet, but he can get it.
Okay, let's see if you can save
Missing
par
to the
here.
right, unfortunately. Fortunate for us, unfortunate for him.
And nicely
Um,
done.
so-
Now let's see what your friend can do.
Again, that'll
And
be
here he
another
goes.
tie.
Putting for par here.
As long as Rocksteady makes this, I believe he does, though. Yes. So we'll go
And we're
to.
carrying the hole and 5 skins on the
I
line.
cannot
next
remember the
time
15th
up.
hole. Now with 5 skins on the line. Now this one a average length par 4 at 422 yards. So you hit a good drive here, and you're gonna have a wedge into the hole. Rocksteady hitting his right in the
Okay,
middle of the
it's time to
fairway.
send this ball on its way. I'm liking it.
And we
And
do
he's
almost the
setting
same.
up
We
from
hit
about
ours
20
into the
yards out.
right side. A little closer to the rough than we would have liked, but hey, we're still in the fairway. Rocksteady with a gap wedge into the green. He's got 118 yards, uphill 6 feet, and hitting a decent shot. I want to say around 20 feet out. Maybe a little bit less. Actually, he's probably only about 15 feet out. We have a gap wedge as well. Going to put a lot of loft on it. Try and get it to stop.
Nice. And this putt for the
And
birdie.
we do. Unfortunately, it went to the right. Now we pulled it, so I don't know why it went to the right. And the game's been doing that a couple times. I don't know what it is. So we have a 22 or 18 foot putt
Yikes.
for a
Right by-
birdie.
right by the hole.
Missing
And if he
it
sinks this,
just
that's for
slightly
5
to the
skins.
right. Rocksteady with a 16-foot putt, 2 feet shorter than us. He makes it. He's got it. And he does.
And
So
after that one, our
Rocksteady
leader is banked 11
winning the skins match, but we will be going through 16,
Okay, we have a new
17, and
skin up
18
for
because
grabs on this hole.
that's how
Let's
skins
get
work.
down there, see what happens.
We cannot come back and get more skins than him, but we can still get skins. And the 16th hole, a 187-yard par 3. Still, in my book, a long one because I'm not too long of a hitter. But to the pros, it's probably around average.
All
Rocksteady
right,
hitting a
let's
fantastic
let her
shot.
rip.
Probably around 7 to 10 feet away. Let's see, we're going to probably go down to the 7. Yeah. No? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we go down to the 7, put a little bit of D-loft, maybe get a little more roll out of it. And unfortunately, it gets hung up in the rough somehow, and you can see from this shot, it's very downhill. I don't know how it would have gotten hung up in that
right
little bit of
by.
rough right there. Ooh,
And
but
this
we
putt to
almost
win
make
the
the
hole.
putt. I feel that one right there should have come back down onto the green and probably only been around 5-6 feet away. So that putting Rocksteady, in a good place to
All
get
right,
the
put a
skin, but
3-footer here.
unfortunately missing the putt to the left. So it'll be a tied
All right,
hole
nicely done. Now it's up to your
and
friend.
go to the
He
17th
sinks this,
with
he's
2
got par.
skins on the line.
After that hole, nothing really changed. Two-way tie, though. And as we tee off on this hole, 2 skins on the line.
Now the 17th hole, a average to short par 4 for any pro player. It's got a big dog leg to the left, however. So the hole is really 366 with a bird's eye view. 412 with the dog leg. Rocksteady going right in the middle into some heavy rough. So unfortunate for him. I believe we're going to be trying to draw it around that and get it into the fairway. Now, unfortunately, what we do, and I do remember this, we put way too much of a draw on it, and unfortunately hit the trees and get right behind one. You couldn't be closer to the tree. It does bring us back a few feet. But the only thing we can do is either hit out to about, we only hit out about 50 yards, or we can try and do what I'm going to do and try and hit the biggest draw of my life. Now we try it. Unfortunately, it can't really draw that much. But where we landed, we have a very good view of the hole, so Rocksteady out of the heavy rough. See, pitching with an 8-iron perhaps. Yes, he is. Okay. So he's pitching with an 8-iron, probably put some loft on it to get it to stop. Or not. He hits the heavy rough and stays in the light stuff. Now we have a very good view of the hole. Unfortunately, we are in heavy rough. So we go up to the sand wedge and just hit it full. Unfortunately, could have used some loft or maybe just kept with the gap wedge. And maybe put some D-loft on it and we go just off the green. And that's putting Rocksteady in a very good position to win 3 skins. Or 2 skins, sorry. Because he might have missed that, but we still have a chip. Or a putt, which is what we're going to do from the rough.
Okay, this putt
And
to win
a
the
miss,
hole.
unfortunately, means Rocksteady has this one.
And, after
And
that
he
one, our leader
does.
is bagged 13 skins thus far.
So we'll be
All
heading to the
right,
18th
and
hole.
fresh new
Rocksteady
skin is up for grabs on this
above
hole.
us by
Let's get this
9
going.
skins. 18th hole is a par 5, 530 yards, so pretty long. But we can reach this one. As long as you get into the fairway, that is. Rocksteady
Okay,
driving
let's
it
send
right
this
into the
little
middle.
ball on its
Should
way.
have less than 250 left.
Nice. Okay, 200.
And we hit it a little bit further, hitting it about
See what this
310.
fella does.
And 219 yards left. Rocksteady has 228. See, he's got the 5 hybrid out. See if he can get this one onto the green. And he does. A very good shot. Right in the middle of the green with a 5 hybrid. Now, we have 219. It's a little bit downhill. We know it's going to roll. So we're going to go back to that 5 hybrid and put a lot of loft on there. Because we don't want it to roll so much. Now we do pull it. We pull it left. Now there is a slope that we're on. But we aimed it around 7 to 10 yards to the left. And it still goes off the green with a
Sweet.
pull to the
Okay,
left.
this putt to win the hole.
So something a little fishy there. We do hit a good chip though. 2 feet from the hole. Rocksteady with a eagle to win the last skin.
All right, he's
And
putting
hitting it
this one
very,
for
very
birdie.
short. But he'll have the birdie to tie the skin with us. And I'd never
Well,
done
you need
skins
to sink
before,
this
so
one if
Rocksteady
you
makes
wanna
his
carry the
birdie.
hole.
We of course will
And the
make ours.
final putt
And
has
I didn't know what
dropped,
happened. Do
and
we
there's
go
a big
into
fat
another
tie,
hole?
so
See who wins
everyone's
the
gonna
skin? But no, it
mix
just kind of
and split
halves it,
those
so we each get
skins
1.
evenly amongst you.
And Rocksteady wins this one,
And as this
27 and
match
9.
comes to an end,
Get a couple trophies for
it
playing a
didn't
skins
manage to get
match
the win,
and
but
playing on invite only.
there's
So
always next time.
that's going to end this first 18
My
hole.
name's
Have a great
John.
day,
I'm gonna
guys.
be
Bye.
hanging out with you today.